We're pushing Sneaky Snacker to the max. We're playing Pauper Mono-Red Dredge. This deck is fast, fun, and powerful. Let's go check it out. This is Pauper Mono-Red Dredge, and in my opinion, it's one of the decks that pushes Sneaky Snacker to the max. And well, why is that? So this deck naturally puts Sneaky Snacker to the graveyard, and what do I mean by that? Well, we're a dredge deck, and if you're unfamiliar with this older mechanic, you dredge X, where X is the number on the card. So with Stinkweed Imp, you mill over the top 5 cards, and as a replacement effect, you put this card to your hand. Okay, so how do these cards get to the graveyard? Well, with powerful draw spells like Burning Inquiry, Faithless Looting, Grab the Prize, and Cathartic Reunion. All of these cards put either Sneaky Snacker or the Stinkweed into the graveyard. You mill over your entire library slowly whenever you would draw a card, and you can also draw cards with things like Insolent Neonate or the blood tokens from Voldaren Epicure. So after you've done that, you'll play Dread Return, returning the Lotleth Giant to dome your opponent for a ton of damage. That's how the deck works. It's fairly linear, but it's really fast and, well, just powerful. So that's what we're doing. In the sideboard, we have Pyroblast. This is for those mono blue matchups like Fairies, but also High Tide. We have Fairy Macabre for the mirror match, and among other things like the X-Land Spy decks, for example. Siege Smashes for Relic of Progenitus or Nihil Spellbomb, and then the Golgari Brown Scale is for decks like Mono-Red Burn or the Rakdos Burn decks. That's the deck tech. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of this deck in the comment section down below. But for now, we're going to hop on into match number 1. I'll see you there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1 with Mono-Red Dredge. We are on the play. I don't know if this is a keep. Like, it has lands and spells, but just the Scrapwork mod to put a single Molten Gatekeeper to the graveyard, I think we could do better. This is better. We'll keep this. And it might seem crazy. I think you're supposed to get rid of the Dread Return. Not because I don't want it, but because if I Burning Inquiry and hit my lands, I'm not going to be able to play Magic. So that is my thought process here. So we'll Burning Inquiry and pass. We get one of the Stinkweed Imps. And it looks like they're on the Jund Wildfire deck. Vault of Whispers and a Blood Fountain. We will draw and dredge off the Stinkweed Imp. Molten Gatekeeper and a couple copies of Faithless Looting go to the graveyard. We'll play Grab the Prize. Discard Stinkweed Imp. They'll go to 18 and we'll dredge. Another Burning Inquiry, okay. Decent start for us so far. They play a Twisted Landscape, and they're going to use it immediately. Basic Forest. No dredge this time. We'll play the Mountain, and then let's Burning Inquiry. Play the Voldaren Epicure, and then I think we're going to pass the turn. So that's one creature in play. We don't have a Dread Return yet, but we've seen over a third of our deck, so we're likely to see one soon. Although we do know that the bottom card of our deck is another Dread Return. They play Ichor Wellspring, Basic Mountain, and a Kark Clan Shaman. End step, we'll use the blood token to discard Stinkweed Imp, and then we'll dredge. We hit a Sneaky Snacker, but no Dread Return. We'll dredge Stinkweed Imp. Still no Dread Return. We'll play the land, Molten Gatekeeper, Molten Gatekeeper, so they'll take 1 damage here. And then we'll Scrapwork Mutt to discard a Stinkweed Imp. I think they're considering sacrificing all 3 artifacts to kill the Gatekeepers. But honestly, that would be fine. And it looks like they're going to sacrifice the Ichor Wellspring. Alright, so they're going to kill everything on the table right now, which is fine with me. And then the Scrapwork Mutt will discard Stinkweed Imp and dredge. We did hit a Dread Return that time. Swing. 2 Sneaky Snackers in our graveyard. Oh, I have to stack these triggers, I suppose. Pass the turn. They have 7 cards in hand. We're looking to dodge the main deck Nihil Spellbomb at this point. Can we fade for 1 turn? Because if I get to untap, I believe we win. They play a Vault of Whispers. So not a Bazooka Bog, I'll take that. And it looks like they're going to pass the turn. We will take the draw, because I want to return the Sneaky Snackers. Faithless Looting. We are not going to dredge. Discard Stinkweed Imp, Stinkweed Imp. And now the Snackers will return. Molten Gatekeeper. They cast down a Sneaky Snacker, sure. Okay. Swing. They Fanatical Offering. They're just digging for one of those main deck now spell bombs at this point. Makeshift Munitions. Okay. They're just trying to keep me off of creatures at this point to avoid the Dread Return. No! They found the Bazooka Bog! Devastating. We just lost. We just lost. Oh, that's brutal. We'll play the Insolent Neonate. Pass the turn. Writhing Chrysalis. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to come back. End step, I will sacrifice to get rid of the Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. Okay. Yeah, the Munitions is going to lock down the Snackers too. I'm not going to waste any time. We lost game number 1. We were so close, but ended up being just short. I think we want the Siege Smashes. They don't beat Bazooka Bog, but they do beat Nile Spellbomb. Take out some of the lootings. We want to be less explosive and more consistent, so this makes sense to me. Game number 2 on the play. We're keeping this hand. It's pretty good. We'll play first turn Voldaire and Epicure. I don't want to risk losing my second land to Burning Inquiry. So on turn 2, I can use the blood token in my upkeep, dredge, and then we can Burning Inquiry. In the upkeep, we'll discard the Imp, dredge, Molten Gatekeeper, Mutt, and a Sneaky Snacker. Let's Burning Inquiry. This will bring back Sneaky Snacker. Attack. And I could be wrong, but I think I don't want to be on the turbo dredge my deck plan. I'm just going to start returning creatures and chipping away at damage. Twisted Landscape. No dredge. Voldaire and Epicure. We'll do Scrapwork Mutt. We'll discard the Dread Return. No dredge. I was hoping to draw land 3 there. Swing. They grab a basic mountain. Interesting. They're at 13. Ichor Wellspring. And they're thinking about this land. I can't help but wonder if they actually have the Bazooka Bog in their hand already. And they play a bridge. You know what? This time I will dredge because we have the Dread Return in the graveyard already. It's double Siege Smash. Not the best. Molten Gatekeeper. And then Insolent Neonate. They'll take 1. We'll attack for 5. I'm trying to avoid putting too much in the graveyard. Now they're at 7. The Molten Gatekeeper exiles Munitions. So this can kill Sneaky Snacker. And they are in fact going to kill the Snacker. And now they're going to play the Bazooka Bog. Yep. So, I mean, last turn I had the read on Bog. They were trying to set it up to exile the Snacker. So I could have sacrificed my Neonate and dredged. I think the damage matters more here. I will grab the prize discarding Stinkweed Imp. And I think I just want the draws here. I mean, that might be crazy, but I'd love a land. We did draw a land. They're at 5 now. Voldaire and Epicure puts them at 4. And now the attack puts them at 2. Pass the turn. They play a bridge. They still have 4 available mana here. Cart Clan Shaman, that's not annoying. Yep. Alright, so we will discard a card and draw a card. I will discard the Scrapwork Mutt because I can bring it back next turn with Unearth. And I will dredge because I could hit a Molten Gatekeeper. I didn't, but I could have. 3 mana now. No way. Oh, I played right into it. Crypt Incursion. Yep, they're back at 20. Not feeling too optimistic anymore. Ah, brutal. Play the Scrapwork Mutt. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. Play the land. Scrapwork Mutt. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. Swing for 2. Okay. Ah, so close. They play land number 5. Still have 5 cards in their hand here. Ichor Wellspring. Cleansing Wildfire. Dredge the Stinkweed Imp. We have Molten Gatekeeper in there. Bring back the Molten Gatekeeper. We'll go to combat. Swing. And they're going to take 3. Play Voldaire and Epicure. They'll take 2 damage here down to 12. And I think I'll just put a Lala Giant on the table. Alright, they're at 8. And pass the turn. They play Fanatical Offering. Looks like there's 1 Siege Smash left in my deck that could deal lethal. End step, we'll use a blood token. Actually, no. We'll just go to my turn, because I could return the Sneaky Snackers and make them start having to sacrifice. Cathartic Reunion. Unearth the Scrapwork Mutt, step 1. And then we'll discard Stinkweed Imp, no Dredge. Play the Conduit Pylons. Put it to the graveyard. And now we'll Molten Gatekeeper. And then we'll use a blood token to discard Stinkweed Imp and draw a card. This will bring back the Sneaky Snackers as the 3rd draw of the turn. So the Molten Gatekeeper will deal them 2 here. They're at 6. Go to combat. And if they kill the Lotleth Giant, I can dread return it back. And they do kill the Lotleth Giant, so we'll go to combat. You have another Crypt Incursion? No, Pulse of Marasa, okay. So we'll swing. I have 4 creatures in the graveyard. I think I'm going to Dredge. Return Stinkweed Imp. 4 cards left in our deck. Dread returns exactly lethal? Yeah, that's Xaxes. We beat Crypt Incursion and a Bazooka Bog. Okay. So this has me wondering if I even want the Siege Smashes. But I'm not sure what else I'd want here. We haven't seen an Nile Spellbomb, but I have to imagine they have them. Like, every list plays 2 in the main deck. I think I'm going to leave it, because at worst, Siege Smash can be used to save a creature or, you know, eke out that extra point of damage. This hand is very good. We'll keep this. They play a turn 1 Bridge. Ooh, another Snacker. Neonate. Pass the turn. They play Forest. Vicar Wellspring. The next turn we can put double Snacker into play. And now I don't even have to sacrifice the Neonate to do it. I love that. I was going to sacrifice Neonate and then put 1 Snacker to the graveyard, grab the prize, the other 2 back. But now that we drew Cathartic Reunion, I don't even have to. This is pure upside. Return the snacks. Alright, pass. Feeling good. They Fanatical Offering. Sure. They play a land. We'll play Conduit Pylons, Surveil. Get rid of the mountain that we don't need. Swing. And I think we'll play another Neonate. Pass. 6 damage on the board. No creatures in the graveyard. Writhing Chrysalis, sure. So if I swing out, I can trade a Snacker for a Chrysalis. We'll play the mountain. Swing. So they'll double block, and then they'll end up sacrificing. So we're going to play the Siege Smash. We'll give our Snacker +3/+2 and trample. And now they're going to make their Chrysalis larger. So they're going to take 3 here down to 11. And then we can return the Snacker by discarding the Scrapwork Mutt. Okay, they're at 9. I feel like I'm ahead, but who knows? They play land. Molten Gatekeeper. So if they have a sweeper here, it does not benefit me to bring back the Scrapwork Mutt. So part of me is like, maybe I just swing for 6, but then grab the prices short of killing them. We'll bring back the Scrapwork Mutt. I think I'll just discard a mountain here. Trying to not play into Crypt Incursion. There's a lot of what-ifs here. I will say that. Play the land. Really hoping they don't have Breath Weapon. Fanatical Offering. Pulse of Marasa. Okay. They're at 7. I think I just play the Molten Gatekeeper. Pass the turn, the Scrapwork Mutt gets exiled. Writhing Chrysalis. Sure. I would like to Cathartic Reunion, discard 2 mountains. Okay. If I Burning Inquiry now, I might mess up their hand, so I'm kind of tempted to do this pre-combat. Although I risk discarding Grab the Prize, which is a card I want. I think doing this now messes with something like Crypt Incursion, so I want to play this now. They make a mana. They cast down on the Gatekeeper, okay. Fine with that. And a Fanatical Offering, so I know they're tapped out for the rest of the turn now, which is good. Gatekeeper, Gatekeeper? Does that do it? I feel like it does. So they'll go to 6, and then I swing out and they can only block 1. Did we just get there? I feel like we did. Boom! That was exciting. We're 1-0 to start off this Pauper League. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Round number 2, we're on the draw. I'm going to keep this. It doesn't have a Dredger or a Fairy, a Sneaky Snacker, but I think that this hand has potential, so we're just going to give it a go. The old Mountain plus Pass. Okay. We draw land number 4. We'll play Voldaren Epicure. They play Mountain number 2. Kessig Flame Breather. So we're facing the Mono-Red burn deck. Scrapwork Mutt. Let's try Burning Inquiry. We discard double Mutt and a Faithless Looting, and we're going to discard a Fiery Temper from their hand. We'll play a land and Insolent Neonate. Pass the turn. No point in attacking. I don't want to just throw my creature away. They play land number 3, and now they're attacking. We're going to Lava Dart my Epicure. Sure. No blocks. Now they play their own Voldaren Epicure. Draw for turn, it is a Dread Return. Let's play Cathartic Reunion. We'll discard Sneaky Snacker and the Dread Return. Now the Snacker returns. Play Mountain. Go to combat. Swing. And I'll play Faithless Looting. I was thinking about holding it to return Snacker, but I just want these 2 black cards in the graveyard. They're attacking. I'll go to 15. They use the Blood Token, discarding a Mountain. Land number 4, they have 2 cards left. And their own Faithless Looting, so I'll go to 14. Sneaky Snacker and a Mountain, so no Fiery Temper or anything like that. We will Dredge, play the Mountain, Scrapwork Mutt, discard the Stinkweed Imp, Dredge. We hit a Lotleth Giant. Scrapwork Mutt, discard the Stinkweed Imp, Dredge. We'll go to combat, swing for 7. They can Lava Dart to kill a creature here. So the question is, are they going to spend their final card in hand to stop me from playing Dread Return? And they just concede. Nice. Up a game on burn. We'll bring in the Golgari Brown Scales. And I think you just take out the Neonate. This is a matchup where we want to be fast, so I want to keep in all my lootings. Maybe sideboard out 1 Molten Gatekeeper. You could bring in Siege Smash, but I think you're supposed to just try to beat burn and their graveyard hate the old-fashioned way. Double Brown Scale. Okay, I think we're going to try this. I don't know how good this hand actually is. Turn 1 Epicure. Stinkweed Imp. Okay, so what we need to draw is like a Cathartic Reunion. We'll play our own our own Voldaren Epicure and pass. They have turn 2 Kessig Flame Breather. We'll trade. Sure. Play the Conduit Pylon. Surveil. Put that to the graveyard. Discard the Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. Pass. So I could have gained 2 with the brown scale there, but part of me is thinking that maybe I want to set up a little bit more first before I start dredging them. I could be wrong. Another Kessig Flame Breather. That's not great for me. Dredge the Stinkweed Imp. Play Mountain. Molten Gatekeeper. And Scrapwork Mutt. So they'll take 1. And I think we need to start using the Golgari Brown Scales. So I will gain 2 life here, going back up to 20. Swing. So they'll block, and currently they're taking 2. And step they Lightning Bolt. I'm at 15 now. They attack, I'll go to 13. They play land number 4. Gutter Snipe, 1 card left in their hand. We have nothing to dredge here. I draw Dread Return, that was not particularly good. Play a land. Molten Gatekeeper again. Scrapwork Mutt. Triggers. Discard the brown scale. And then we'll dredge. Lotleth Giant and a Mountain. Alright, so I'm all out of stuff that I can do in the graveyard. So unless I draw something good next turn, we have to just draw and pass. I really need like a Cathartic Reunion. That would be my best draw. I have 3 of them remaining. They don't use the Blood Token. They could have, so that means that their last card in hand is probably a spell worth casting. They attack for 4, I go to 11. All their spells deal an additional 4 damage right now. Grab the prize, so this is going to deal 6. They discarded a Fire Blast. I have to imagine I'm dead here. Yep, that'll do. Alright, so we did not win the second game. Do I want to change anything? Probably not. I mean, I think the lesson would be draw better. I don't think I had the wrong approach. It's just I was unable to get the cards in my hand to the graveyard. On the play. Sure, this seems great. Mountain and Burning Inquiry. A Snacker to the graveyard. And I drew a Brown Scale. I mean, that's pretty good. They have Relic. I don't love that. Okay, they go after my Mountain. So I'm going to just focus on bringing back the Snacker here, I think. Grab the prize, discard Dread Return, bring back the Snacker. My draws were not good. Uh-oh. That's not good for me. Relic number 2. Okay. I need a way to convert these cards in my hand into something useful. Like that. Okay. We'll play our land, go to combat, swing. And then we'll play Cathartic Reunion, discard the Brown Scale and Lotleth Giant. Dredge the Brown Scale once. And now I gain 2. I think I'll pass here, because I could Burning Inquiry and fill up my graveyard more, but there's a chance our opponent just sacrifices the Relic anyway. They play Voldaren Epicure, exile Mountain, exile Cathartic Reunion, Faithless Looting, attack with the Snacker. Let's start with looting. I'll do Brown Scale and Mountain. So the question is, do I want a Burning Inquiry or do I want to flashback the looting? I think flashback looting. Let's see if they pop a Relic here. They don't. Dredge. Discard Dread Return and Stinkweed Imp. Pass the turn. They use a Relic. They're 1 down. They still have 6 cards in their hand. They swing. We go to 22. Kessig Flame Breather. We'll swing. So if I go Scrapwork Mutt, discard the Brown Scale, they can use the Relic's tap ability, so that way I can't dredge it. So I think I'm supposed to play the Burning Inquiry here. And I discard the Snacker. We'll play Scrapwork Mutt. Discard the Brown Scale. Dredge. Pass the turn. They're going to sacrifice the other Relic. Okay. I don't feel like I'm out of this yet. I am still at 24. Although I believe I'm down 2 Dread Returns right now. Yeah, I have 1 Dread Return left in the deck. No blocks. They play a Gutter Snipe. Okay, don't love that. We'll start by playing Cathartic Reunion. Discard, discard. Dredge. Dredge. And I had a 3rd Brown Scale. That's funny. Dredge. Okay. Play the land. And I hit the final Dread Return. We'll flashback looting. Discard, discard. The Brown Scale's doing work this game. Swing. So if they don't block, they go to 9. I'm sorry, 8. I can't count. Alright, so I'm at 28. They have 6 cards in hand. It's possible they kill me here. 7 cards after their draw step. They play another Kessig Flame Breather. And another Kessig Flame Breather. They swing. I'm at 24. Dredge a Brown Scale. Molten Gatekeeper. We'll play Grab the Prize. Discard a Brown Scale. Dredge. Back up to 28. Dredge again. Wow, the Brown Scales have seen very good. Now I can play a Voldaren Epicure. We'll take 2 here. Use a Blood Token. Discard a Brown Scale. Dredge Stinkweed Imp, I suppose. Go to combat. Swing with the Snacker. They go to 2. And then we can Dread Return. We beat double Relic. That's wild. Target the Lotleth Giant. Who's the burn deck now? Sweet. We're 2-0. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $15.99. This token combo pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens featuring classic Storm and Mana tokens with new inclusions such as our modern Ruby Storm package, but that's not all. Our token pack covers a variety of formats from Pauper to CDH with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round number 3 on the draw again. I think that this hand is fine. It's not incredible, but I'm going to keep it. Island into Delver of Secrets. Okay. Probably wanted a better hand in this matchup if I had to guess. But a draw a step or two could change that. Like a Stinkweed Imp. That was a good draw. We'll play Insolent Neonate. Pass the turn. Delver of Secrets. They brainstorm with the trigger on the stack. Sure. And they reveal another brainstorm. Ouch, I'm at 17. I'm not going to upkeep Dredge. I think I'm going to just... I mean, I could. I'm going to take a normal draw. Conduit Pylons, we'll play that. Surveil. Get rid of the other Conduit Pylons. Go to attacks. Swing. Play Grab the Prize. Discard Stinkweed Imp. And they have the Spell Pierce. That's not annoying. Alright, pass the turn. They cycle Lorien Revealed. Land number 2. So they have Counterspell mana open now. We will dredge the Stinkweed Imp. No other graveyard effects there. We'll play the Mountain. We'll try another copy of Grab the Prize. Discard Stinkweed Imp. They brainstorm in response. Grab the Prize. It resolves. Snacker and the Stinkweed Imp. No other graveyard synergy. That hurts. Swing. Pass the turn. I might sacrifice the Neonate in my upkeep. They Mental Note. Land number 4. They play a Terror. And now they swing. I'm at 11. Upkeep. We'll sacrifice the Insolent Neonate to discard Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. And it looks like I have to take a draw. Play the land. Scrapwork Mutt. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. And I hit the Gatekeepers, so I can play a Dread Return this turn. Will it resolve? Who knows? But it's something I could do. They didn't have Counterspell last turn. Attempt to play Dread Return on the Lolith Giant. If I attack, I can't do this, so I have to do it in my main phase before combat. And they found the Counterspell. Ah, brutal. Okay. Except they Thought Scour. Delver of Secrets. We draw. And it's a land. Okay, they got me. Brutal. They could have gone better. We will bring in Pyroblast. Part of me wonders if, like, you even want to be the Dread Return deck in this matchup. Or if you just want to be, like, a value graveyard deck. Alright, we'll board out Faithless Looting. I could always try boarding out board out Dread Return package if I want to. I don't even know if I want to, though. So we'll just try no lootings. On the play for game 2. Good hand. Keep. Turn 1 Insolent Neonate. Pass. Upkeep will sacrifice and dredge. Okay. Cathartic Reunion. I kind of just want to Scrapwork Mutt here. They can't counterspell it, so let's do that. And then I'll discard Stinkweed Imp, dredge, swing, and pass the turn. They Mental Note. Gets rid of Spell Pierce Counterspell. Cathartic Reunion. Play the Mountain. And we'll try Burning Inquiry. Let's see what happens here. They Blue Elemental Blast. Okay. Let's try Cathartic Reunion. Discard Stinkweed Imp and the other Reunion. And another Blue Blast. Sure. Bummer. I kept the Pyroblast and didn't fight over the Burning Inquiry because I wanted the explosive turn with Stinkweed Imp. Obviously, I was punished. Dredge. Scrapwork Mutt. Discard. Dredge. Pass the turn. And now they brainstorm. They play a land. Dredge the Stinkweed Imp. There's one snacker. Alright, Scrapwork Mutt. Discard the Imp. Dredge. Another Molten Gatekeeper. So you might be saying, why am I not bringing back the Gatekeepers? I need something to Dread Return away at some point. They Thought Scour again. Sure. And cycles another Lorien Revealed. They Thought Scour. 3 cards still in their hand. Mental Note. Terror. I mean, I think I'm going to try Pyroblasting this, because if I don't, I'm running out of time. Another Terror. They have 1 card. I mean, this might be my turn to go for it. I need another creature to return, though, because right now I believe I just have 2 Gatekeepers. We will dredge and hope that I hit the 3rd. I did not. We missed the window. Now they have lethal. I needed 1 more creature here. The only thing that they could have had to beat me in hand was a Spell Pierce. And there's already one Spell Pierce in the graveyard. Yeah, Mono Blue beat us. It happens. We're now 2-1. You're still watching. Make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Match number 4 on the play. Sure, this seems pretty good. We'll keep. Play the Conduit Pylons and Surveil. I think I actually want land 3. I'm going to keep that. Because we're going to be dredging so much that I'm not going to likely have another opportunity to draw land 3. So I think we want to do this. Like, we want that land. So now I'll play the Cathartic Reunion, discard, discard, dredge, dredge. Okay. Pass the turn. They play land number 2. And they plot a Highway Robbery. We draw a card for turn. Return the Scrapwork Mutt, and we'll discard Stinkweed Imp, dredge, another Snacker, play Insolent Neonate, swing. Pass the turn. We'll block. I think I want to block. Oh, I need to go to blockers. That would help. Alright, so now I'll sacrifice, discard, Stinkweed Imp, and then dredge. We hit a Dread Return, so that's good. I was really not wanting to discard the Dread Return in my hand to the grab the prize, so it's just something I was considering. And now they play a Gutter Snipe, dredge Stinkweed Imp, Molten Gatekeeper, grab the prize, discard a Stinkweed Imp, but we're not going to dredge because I want to bring back the Snackers. Oh, I messed up. I dredged return. I wasn't thinking about that. Whoops. That's my bad. I wonder if we're dead now because I messed up. I hope not. Whoops. I was planning on casting Dread Return that turn, and obviously I did not. That's another Gutter Snipe. They swing. We'll go to 15. So Lightning Bolt plus Fire Blast would be not lethal. I forgot about the Highway Robbery. Ooh. I might be dead. Because now I'm dead to Fire Blast plus Lightning Bolt, or Fire Blast plus Lava Dart. I guess I'm dead here to Lava Dart being discarded too, plus a burn spell. Interesting, they sacrificed a mountain for the Highway Robbery, so maybe I'm not dead? Lava Dart. So that would put me to 1. Okay. Dredge for the Stinkweed Imp. That's all 4 Snackers. Molten Gatekeeper. And then Burning Inquiry. So this is going to return the 4 Snackers, and then they'll take 4 off the Molten Gatekeeper. So even if they Lava Darted a creature here, it wouldn't be enough. They were just sitting on Fire Blast? That's kind of lame. Oh, I Burning Inquiry. That's right. So I gave them the Fire Blast. It's me that is the lame one. Ah, bummer. Okay. I mean, it was my line. I think I had to in order to win that. We'll bring in the Brown Scale. Get rid of Neonate and a Gatekeeper. On the play for game number 2. This had a second land. This hand would be nuts. Give me a land over a Molten Gatekeeper. Instead, we have to mulligan. This hand is wild. We'll keep. Get rid of Scrapwork Mutt, Mountain, and Burning Inquiry. Pass the turn. I discarded a Sneaky Snacker for them. That's not ideal. And I discarded both of my Burning Inquiries, so I can't even cast any spells. No dredge, because I need to draw land. We'll play Voldaren Epicure. Pass. They have land number 2. They have Grab the Prize, returning double Sneaky Snacker. I'm in trouble. And I did not draw the land again. We'll discard Sneaky Snacker. No dredge. I am really far behind right now. They play land number 3. Another Grab the Prize, discarding Sneaky Snacker. Ay. They still have 7 cards in their hand. And their own Voldaren Epicure. No dredge. We draw Conduit Pylons. It's just incredibly late. Get rid of the Scrapwork Mutt. Cathartic Reunion. Discard Dread Return and Molten Gatekeeper. Stinkweed Imp. Fairy comes back. And I just have to pass. So they have 6 in the air, so I'm going to be at 5. Are you telling me a burn deck with 7 cards in hand and at least 3 mana can't deal 5? I'm dead. Go to blocks. I'm going to need to look at game number 1 again. I'd never considered the fact that my Burning Inquiry could give them Fire Blast, and I'm like wondering if I had a line where I didn't have to do that. So this match might be on me. I'm not sure. I'll rewatch game number 1 and find out, but we're 2-2. Hot start into 0-2 doesn't feel good. Let's just try to win match number 5 and finish this with a positive record. The Gold Sabertooth times the Epic Storm collection has arrived with 3 full-size tokens showcasing the beloved Dark Ritual, CDH Rogsai, and Legacy of the Epic Storm for just $5. On the backs of these tokens, there's a place for my signature or a custom message. In addition to these sweet tokens, a friendly reminder that all orders that ship from theepicstorm.com also come with a signed Storm token from yours truly. The final round, we are on the play. Sure, this seems pretty good to me. One thing that I think I'd change about this deck list is I think I would cut 2 Faithless Lootings for 2 Insolent Neonate. Almost every list is playing 2 Neonate, 2 Looting, but I think I just want more creatures. I think the biggest thing that I felt today playing this deck is that it feels a little creature light. Like, I go to count my graveyard, I'm like, oh, we don't have anything even in there. So I guess that's a concern of mine, where I just wish that when we went to go Dread Return, we had more creatures. I think that's just like a small change I would adjust. We'll dredge the Stinkweed Imp, play Mountain, and Cathartic Reunion. Discard Stinkweed Imp and Mountain. Dredge. Dredge. Okay. Pass the turn. And step they cycle a Generous Ent. So we have triple Molten Gatekeeper next turn into Dread Return on Watleth Giant. I don't know if we want to do that, but we can. Voldaren Epicure. Alright, I think we're going to do the triple Gatekeeper play because I don't know what our opponent's playing. And if they're on a deck with like Bazooka Bog or something else, I don't want to fill up my graveyard and then lose. So I'm going to just play it a little bit more safe here. And now the third Molten Gatekeeper. Go to combat. They'll take 6. And Dread Return on the Watleth Giant. So they'll take 4 down to 7. Pass the turn. They play a Forest. I have no idea what they're playing still. Stinkweed Imp. We're playing the Dredgemere. Okay. How about that? We'll play Burning Inquiry. And I discarded my other Burning Inquiry. I don't love that. Play Scrapwork Mutt. Discard Stinkweed Imp, and then we'll dredge. And I hit another Dread Return, so we have lethal next turn. No point in attacking into their Stinkweed Imp. That would be very silly. They have a Conduit Pylons. And they can't play Exhume here, or else I will kill them with my own Watleth Giant. They play a Town Greeter and a Scrapwork Mutt. Discards Dread Return. But they're pretty far away from winning too. And they're going to put a Generous Ent on the table. Interesting. But we're going to just win the game, so it doesn't really matter. We'll bring back Molten Gatekeeper. Voldaren Epicure. Triggers. Epicure. Triggers. Go to combat. Okay, so we win game number 1. And now we'll bring in our 3 copies of Fairy Macabre. And I think I'm going to board out at least 2 copies of Faithless Looting. And maybe a Conduit Pylons on the draw. We'll try this. No lands. Clearly it's the Conduit Pylons. Alright, we'll take a mulligan. I suppose we keep this. Get rid of Scrapwork Mutt. They play a Geothermal Bog. We rip land number 2. That was good. Play the Neonate. They cycle a Troll of Khazad-dûm. We'll sacrifice and dredge Stinkweed Imp. We hit another Stinkweed Imp. We also milled over a Fairy Macabre. So now they know that we have Fairy Macabre on our deck. We'll dredge Stinkweed Imp. Play the land. And I think I want to save the grab of the prize to potentially return Sneaky Snackers. So I'll Scrapwork Mutt here. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Dredge. And now we'll swing. They play a Satyr Wayfinder. Okay. They have Gnaw to the Bone in their deck. Okay. So they're going to be able to gain some amount of life. We take a draw. I think I just want to flashback Faithless Looting here. Discard Stinkweed Imp, Stinkweed Imp. And then the Snacker returns. They play a Rumble. Mills over another copy of Gnaw to the Bone. Another Satyr Wayfinder. If they have a Bazooka Bog, I feel like they're digging for it. The question is, are they playing one? I know that lists used to play it. It's less common now, but it's not a crazy thing to choose to play. We'll dredge a Stinkweed Imp. Another Scrapwork Mutt and a Molten Gatekeeper. 9 creatures. I think I'm going to play the Burning Inquiry. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. I milled over another Fairy Macabre, so we have 1 Fairy Macabre left in our deck. They have 9 creatures for Lotleth Giant purposes. I will grab the prize, discarding a Molten Gatekeeper. No dredge. 2 fairies return. Dread return Lotleth Giant. Actually, cancel. Go to combat. This will knock them down to 14. And then I believe Lotleth Giant's lethal. Dread return on the Lotleth Giant. Boom! That was cool. Alright, so a little combo action there. We finished the league with a 3-2 record, so I think the deck list was pretty strong. My biggest complaint is that it feels like you're not playing enough creatures. Because Lotleth Giant always feels like a mid-range card, which might be what it is. Like, let's be honest, like, you don't have to play the deck like a combo deck, but I'd like it if it dealt just a little bit more damage. So I think if I were to play the deck again, I'd probably cut the Faithless Lootings, then I'd play 2 Insolent Neonate, and then you have 2 flex spots. Some lists are playing Fiery Tempers there. I don't think that's what I'd like to be doing. So I'd probably play 2 copies of Faithless Looting unless there's like another 1 mana value creature that discards for us, which I don't know if there is. So that's what my mind thinks about this deck list at the moment. It's really sweet. I like this deck a lot. That's all I've got for today. I guess one thing I would like to note is the Golgari brown scales really impressed me. I wasn't so sure about them after the Rakdos Dredge deck that I played, but in the Mono-Red Dredge deck, where you have all the draw spells, it looked really good. That might change if you cut Faithless Looting, I'm not sure, but I thought that this card was pretty impressive. Alright, that's all I've got. Thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Have a great day, and as always, keep storming. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. After you do that, open up our description where you can find all of our social media networks, including our Discord, where you can discuss today's deck in that Discord with me and tons of other combo masterminds. It's absolutely free to join, and it's certainly worth your while.